Hey guys, how's it going? And happy Friday the 13th. Yeah, the world's in chaos. And of course, this is Friday the 13th, but I'm here and happy to be here with all of you. So I hope you're all doing good. Boy, oh boy, may we live in interesting times, is what people have said. And if we're not there yet, we might be on the way there soon. Is there another ammo shortage? Well, not like we saw in 2020, right now, not yet, hopefully not ever. But we're going to talk about that tonight. Some observations that I've had. And for anyone that's watching on YouTube that works for YouTube, shout out to all of you. I know you guys are big fans of the channel, but we are going to talk about some of the ammo market, but I'm not promoting anything here or violating any of the terms of YouTube. So, hi, Susan Wiki. All right, now that we're done talking to those people, how are you guys doing tonight? You know, I have a locals community. I'm going to talk about this right at the very beginning. They're part of Rumble. This is what it's called to be censorship free. And I do a weekly live stream over there. And this has to do with the ammo shortage topic and everything. And some of you guys are going to know what I'm talking about because you've been taking advantage of all the deals I've been posting there. And you'll know this. If not, go sign up for my locals. It's free down there in the description. And you're going to see what's been going on the last week. Now, I post daily deals over there on stuff that a lot of you guys want that we can't really promote here. And it's actually starting to serve as like immediate history lesson because there's certain types of ammo and things that I posted a deal on 6 days ago, 4 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, yesterday, and then today. And you can just watch what's been going on in the last week. So my goal is to make it a win-win. You guys can go over there. You can become a supporter of that platform, of my community, help the channel a little bit financially, but you can actually help support the channel over there totally free as well. And it's to help you guys save a bunch of money, but now it's literally serving as like history right before our eyes. And I'm not even joking. If you just look back in the last week of what's going on, yeah, there's stuff's on the rise right now. Now, I've been loath to put out YouTube videos on this topic. I actually put out a total like awesome video today that's trying to get you guys' spirits up. I talked about it in a live stream down in Georgia recently, but a lot of you like to watch short videos, and hopefully you enjoyed that good news that Palmetto State Armory is knocking on the door of putting out some steel-cased ammo in 7.62 by 39, 5.45 by 39, then 7.62 by 54R. As we roll into next year, they're working up a 6.5 Grendel brass case load. Look, guys, I can't tell you everything that I've seen behind the scenes, not because of you guys, just because they don't want their competitors to know exactly what they're doing would be my best guess, right? But guys, I saw physical evidence a year ago that they were working on steel-cased ammo. I returned and was just down there hanging out with those guys like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago now, whatever it was, very recently. It seems like I just got back in town. It's just I've been crazy trying to catch up from taking that little hiatus with work. Seems like yesterday, but I was there about 2 weeks ago and I saw more things. So I can tell you that it's my belief that they're trying as fast as they possibly can to crank out tons of not only steel-cased ammo, but other calibers as well. Keep in mind, with the AAC product line, they've come out with the 308 fairly recently, right? The 6.5 Creedmoor, those were two big goals of theirs. And I just had somebody leave a comment on that PSA video an hour ago saying, if they could only crank up the 308. Yes, it's the most state-of-the-art ammo factory that exists, I think, probably in the whole world. It's brand new. They're literally cranking out stuff like crazy. And if I can get it past the YouTube terms and conditions, I have a video doing a tour of every step of how that's made. I'm going to try it again, see if I can expedite it through the channels, but I've tried and failed a couple times at getting that video up for you guys, but I'm working on that. So that's some good news. Here's the bad news. We have Russia, Ukraine, right? We have Israel, Gaza, for lack of a better word. They call it many things. I don't know. I don't live there. But that's clearly heating up. It's weird how this works. And I know you guys aren't this way because I'm recognizing all kinds of awesome, familiar faces down in the chat right now. I know most of you have been there and done that, but there's just always something about it, man. When times are good and prices are rock bottom, I knew tons of gun companies and local gun shops, manufacturers, ammo producers that have been going out of business like crazy. Stuff has been like probably like when you factor in inflation, stuff's been cheaper for months and months and months now than it has been in a long time. Like pre 2020, when you factor in inflation, and in some cases, cheaper than pre 2020 outright. And I knew it was good. And I've been trying to tell all my friends that. But when it's good, it's good. And people kind of don't really care as much. Now that times appear that they're starting to get bad, people are really taking notice. I've seen it. The big YouTubers have been putting out videos saying that what's your loadout? Are you ready? People could be paratrooping, paragliding into your neighborhood at any day. I haven't done those videos. Do I truly believe that they're going to be paratrooping in your neighborhood any day? No, but I'm also trying to be cognitive of the way the human brain works. And we always suffer from what's called normalcy bias. I mean, Red Dawn was a great movie, and I'm a huge AK guy, but I've seen them tearing down our country in many ways, tearing down the Constitution. And I'm more of the guy that remembers what Khrushchev said, the former premier of Russia, when he said, I'll take you over without ever firing a shot. And that's the stuff I've kind of worried about the most, and I still do. But maybe I'm just suffering normalcy bias. Like, since I've never had anybody from a foreign land paratroop in my backyard, maybe that part of my brain's turning off and saying it could never happen. And that's just how everything works, I guess. It never happens until it does happen. You know, I've never had to use my gun to take anybody out before, but I still carry a gun all the time because that won't happen either unless it happens. So I'm all for being prepared. I'm all for you guys being prepared. You can virtually never have enough ammo, in my opinion, actually, for so many reasons. But at the same time, I don't like to run around and say the sky's falling and you have to do this or you don't care about your family, or you have to do that or you don't care about yourself. I'm not going to do that tonight. But this is a hot topic, and it is something that I think people want to talk about because, yeah, I'm watching something happen. And I've been in this since 94, guys. I bought my first gun in 1994. It was an SKS. I still have that gun, and I still love the SKS. And I remembered right around the time I bought that, the assault weapons ban, so-called, was signed in by Bill Clinton, and it lasted 10 years. I saw what happened then. I saw what happened after it sunset. I saw a surge happen in Y2K. Do you guys remember that? All of the calendars wouldn't know what to do, and planes would fall from the sky, and all kinds of stuff would happen. I saw that. For the most part, none of that did happen. Then we had 9/11, which clearly sparked up people in many ways, and rightfully so, because under a Republican administration, we saw the forfeiture of our natural rights like we might have never seen before, except for there's the NFA and the Federal Reserve Bank, and this country's been through a lot. I think you guys know that by now. But 9/11 fundamentally changed this country in a bad way, especially the government's reaction to it. I remembered that. I remember the first time Obama got elected. I remember when he got reelected. I remember in 2016 when Hillary Clinton was going to win no matter what. And the buying that ensued then. I remember Sandy Hook along the way. Just so many. I'm going to forget half of them. But I've been around this stuff for, oh gosh, I'm feeling old. Like 30 years. And they all just have something in common. You watch prices start to go up a little bit at first. And then a lot. It's like, it's just boom. It can just happen within minutes, it seems like. I've been doing videos, and you guys know I always have your back, especially when the times are good. And that's probably why I'm not a big channel. And because like drama sells and fear sells. I've been enjoying the heck out of my local streams for like the past year. And you guys that are on my locals community that watch those streams, if you don't know what I'm talking about, my locals community is down in the description. I will be streaming there tomorrow night. I've been basking in these cheap prices the last year and being like, look at this, guys. This is incredible. Like, we should all be so happy about this. But it just always goes in a circle. It does. And I see my friend Marksman TV which I've had on last time we had a great ammo shortage, and we need to find a few minutes, man, just to talk again and hang out and maybe get you on as a guest if you're still watching. Shout out to Marksman TV in Westfield, Indiana, with his shop there. Good friend of mine. Yeah, so it's like I'm sitting here thinking about all this, and I'm like, all right, it's time to talk about it tonight. If you guys are still looking for stuff, go over to my locals community. I'm literally scurrying. There was one post I made earlier today where I'm like, dude, I found this. This site hasn't realized yet what's going on. And an hour later, I went in there with bold-faced font and said, edit. Sorry, guys, no fake news here. But it has gone up $1.50 a round in the last hour. Or a box of 20. And that was for some green tip. I'm just like, oh. Then we now find out, as reported, Lake City is allegedly canceling orders and halting any new orders for civilians from their large plant that's currently run by Winchester. Awesome, Marksman. Yeah, let's talk soon, man. So I'm like, oh boy. And then I found out today that part of the Hornady factory blows up. Like, God bless those people. A lady did lose her life, and 2 men were injured, but this is being reported from a local paper out of Grand Island, Nebraska. I'm reading this right here. It says 1 woman died and 2 men were injured Friday morning in an explosion at a Hornady manufacturing plant west of Grand Island. Hall County Attorney Mark Klein said the explosion happened at a chemical compound building at the Hornady plant located at Potash Highway. The site is about 4 miles northwest of Alda and on the site of the old Cornhusker Army ammunition plant. Now, I was talking to a friend on the phone just before this stream started today, and his first thing is he's like, do you think it really just, or was there something going on? And I'm like, man, the thought crossed my mind. Now, look, I guess to use Occam's razor, absent any proof, something that kind of takes the shortest amount of twists of your brain is usually the correct answer. I'm going to hope and go with right now that, yeah, there's explosive and flammable compounds at an ammo manufacturing place, right? And that there's compounds that can burn very easily, perhaps spontaneously combust under sets of circumstances. I don't know. It's really weird, though, because you guys are going to think I'm making this up. And I just saw a comment out of the corner of my eye. You guys ever hear that saying, great minds think alike? This happens to me every week, guys. I'll be thinking something, and then after I watch the replay, one of you already said it. But Chris, Marksman TV, just said, reminds me of the explosion at the Cougar, however you pronounce that, factory in Romania, where they make a lot of AKs. Like if you were in a Wasser, you have a rifle from that factory. That just so happened to be going on while there was a conflict overseas. And then it's just weird how some of this stuff just kind of sort of happens right at the same time. I know. It's terrible. And look, none of you are totally surprised. I mean, we are surprised, and a lot of people are feeling tense right now, and a lot of people are feeling anxious, and I understand that. I'm really enjoying your company tonight, though, so I hope you guys realize there's still some normal people left in the world, like as normal as it can be. Like I'm still trying to be normal, and I know you are too. So try to calm down if any of you are getting a little overly anxious. But it's craziness that's going on. You know, there's Russia versus Ukraine. There's lots of media reports. There's lots of craziness. There's Israel versus Gaza right now. I know some of you are like, dude, will you make a statement on Israel? Will you make a statement on Ukraine? Here's my statement on all of it, to be honest with you. God bless the USA. Okay? I don't trust my government. I'm to the point where I hate most of it. But there's a lot of good Americans in this country right now. And there's a lot of people who are struggling to pay their bills and trying to balance whether they have enough ammo and they have enough food on the table. And I've said this so many times because I truly mean it. There's very fine people, very good people that love their family as much as you love yours that are living in every country in this whole world. I'm truly convinced of that. And there's truly corrupt governments throughout the whole entire world. And there's really, really good people in every country of the world. And there's really bad people in every country of the world. Because as much as things change, they always stay the same. This is currently Always has been and always will be a battle of good versus evil. Evil's going to keep prevailing if good men do nothing. So that's where I'm at right now. I care about America. I care about my viewers who live in their countries. And if I have any Canadians or Brits or people from any of these countries of the world watching, hey, shout out to you guys. I care about you guys as people. I know you guys care about us as people, but I want you to think about your country first. And I'm thinking about the United States of America right now and all the good people that I know that live here. So that's my statement on all of these countries. Okay? I'm not even going to get into what I believe, what I don't believe, who said this, who said that. Because I see people down the street from me right now struggling to make ends meet and saying, I want to feed my family and buy 1,000 rounds of ammo right now, but maybe we'll like eat some cheaper food and buy like 100 rounds of ammo right now. And I do care about that a lot. So that's my statement on all of this. It's good versus evil. And I want to make sure people in my hometown, in my state of Michigan, and in my country are okay right now. And that's who I'm worried about the most. But there's lots of really bad people that live here too. And a government. Remember, the office of the former vice president fairly recently sanctioned all of the ammo from Russia. Well, some of you are happy about that, and some of you are very distraught about that. But at the end of the day, that's a lot less ammo. Now, not to start rumors, but I'm telling you my opinion. We'll see what happens. The truth comes out in time usually. Sometimes it never comes out, especially if the United States CIA is involved. But other than that, usually give it a while, and conspiracy theories do usually come true lately. I've been talking about this on locals a lot. This Azerbaijan ammo. There's even Kazakhstan ammo. But they don't really make ammo, and it looks an awfully lot like another ammo that came from a country that's sanctioned. I went on a pretty deep dive for 30 minutes straight in Georgia 2 streams ago, so I won't bore you guys with all the background information. But I've now heard from somebody who's an insider, and then from a viewer who says they know an insider. So I heard from a source that I'm not going to divulge here publicly, and then I heard from somebody else that they had heard something. So we'll see what happens for sure, but my suspicions may be coming true a lot quicker than I thought. Not only are they wanting to sanction Azerbaijan, which a lot of ammo is coming, but little birdie told me that probably the U.S. government has found out that there could be some components that are from a sanctioned country coming in via other countries. So, man, I smell a rat with that ammo from the very beginning. Not like in a bad way, like I was really excited to see that ammo coming in. And, man, I've shared deals like crazy for it on locals. Most of it's all sold out right now. I did just post a pretty good deal on some X39 on my locals just a couple hours ago. It went up $20 today, but it's still about the best deal I know of for some real good stuff. But there's a lot going on right now. Not just one thing, not just 2 things. There's like 10 things just colliding, and it's Friday the 13th. What's up, Tom? He says, what's up, neighbor? What's up, man? But yeah, jeez, oh, Pete. And I'm telling you guys the truth. Look, PSA misses a lot of deadlines on stuff. That's obvious. I have to call a spade a spade. I ain't going to lie for any friends of mine or whatever. But I will tell you this much. PSA knows what's going on right now. Now, will it be called PSA ammo or not? Probably not. I'm just have to give it a name right now. Here's my guess, and they did not tell me this. I think it'll probably be called Soviet arms ammo because that's what they're marketing a lot of their AKs as. And that's a good name for it, I believe, right? What's up, Amanda? Nice to see you. So, look, I spent the weekend with Josiah. Like I do twice a year, actually. I go to their gathering event, which was just announced on their Facebook like an hour ago. I'm definitely going to be there. It's an open event to the public. I always enjoy seeing viewers, meeting you guys face to face. So I'll be down in South Carolina next March for that. I'll hang out there, but that's more of an event. And then we do some one-on-one hangout once a year when I go down to their factory. And trust me, man, they get it. They get it. Josiah and Jamin, 2 brothers. They founded the company out of a garage, okay? Jamin is currently at the very top running PSA. Josiah has another position with the company. So I'm talking to Josiah about this. I'm talking about my suspicions of this Azerbaijan ammo and what could happen with that. And you can just tell. Like, I was literally talking to him on the phone after I just left the facility, and he was on his day off. And we're talking, and like, they really do care. So I can assure you of this. They're getting that steel cased ammo plant going as soon as they possibly can. What's up, Shooting Gallery? Stay tuned to the channel, guys, if you want to see Shooting Gallery pop up and make a little cameo appearance as himself in an upcoming video that I'm excited to get edited soon. What's up, Shooting Gallery? Good dude, man. Shout out to your channel. So it's like, no, these guys really care. He's like, dude, I'm calling my brother right now. Well, he was the very top of PSA, and they won't brag about this, but trust me, in my opinion, they never told me this, but in my opinion, they're the largest gun manufacturer in this whole country. Like, I'm not even joking when I say that. But he calls his brother up. He calls me back. He's like, all right, here's what you can tell your viewers. I was super excited to tell you guys about that because, look, I don't know if it's December 31st or if it's even January. I cannot set their deadlines for them. But I was happy. I was the first person and only person I know of that was able to break that news. And I will tell you this for sure. They really do care about this topic. They're big AK fans themselves. They like to shoot these guns, and the last thing they want to do is sell guns that there's no ammo for, right? So it makes sense on a personal level and a business level, both. There's a lot to setting up a steel case factory, especially when you have other stuff going on, and maybe you're bringing in stuff from overseas, and maybe you're not, and it's just there's all kinds of stuff like that. There's a lot to it, but one more time, I will tell you guys, I'm trying to stay positive with that because I've physically seen things. So I really do believe they're in the middle of it, and they're ramping it up, and yeah, they want to crank out tons of ammo in this country. And that's probably going to be what it comes down to. I mean, look, Lake City ammo. Just think about this for a minute. This is an ordnance factory. Now, people will say it's owned by the United States government, but that just shows how disconnected we've become of this government. We're supposed to be a government of the people and by the people, and it's supposed to operate at the consent of the governed. And we're supposed to have a government that we see will be most fit and affecting our safety and happiness. That's what the beautiful document called the Declaration of Independence says. But we've just gotten so numb to all this where it's like, well, the government owns the factory. No, you own part of that factory, and so do I, if you're an American viewer watching right now. So just think about this. Something that a government that's only to be allowed to operate at the consent of the governed by the founders who wanted to have the people's militia be more powerful than any type of United States military. Their worst fear was ever us even having a standing army in times of peace, actually. I'm being serious. Go look it up. They talked about it more than almost anything when they were deliberating on what this government would be. We've gotten to the point now where it's weird, but do you guys ever think about it this way? I don't have the answers, but we should at least think about things like this. The government is now cutting off ammo sales to we the people. And that's a big problem because that means we're cutting ourselves off of our own ammo, if indeed we the people are the government in any form, fashion, or anything even resembling that. So Lake City's kind of an interesting dynamic of how it works, and I'm not an expert on it, but it goes something like this. It's a huge factory that makes lots of ammo, specializing in things like 5.56 and other calibers. And for years and years, it was federal that controlled and ran and operated that facility. I don't know if you can say they lost their contract or got outbid. I don't know how it works on the high level behind the scenes stuff, but it basically switched up where fairly recently in the last few years, Winchester took over the manufacturing of the Lake City factory. Now, I want to make something perfectly clear. Federal didn't own the factory at that time, and Winchester does not own it now. They're just contracted, just because I can't think of the correct vocabulary, but I think that's right. They're contracted to be running and managing and manufacturing with their expertise within this factory that's supposed to be owned by you. And they've done this before, and apparently they're doing it again, as reported. I saw this was reported by the John Crump News Channel, by Guns and Gadgets, okay? I don't have any source from within Lake City, so I just cited a couple reports for you. But yeah, allegedly they've shut off all of the sales to civilians. Which makes me wonder. It makes me wonder, like, does the government care more about other countries than they do our own? Now, I care about other countries insofar that my little brain will allow me to, but I have only so much mental capacity, don't you? And I gave my statement on my views of all of this stuff throughout the world just a little bit ago on this stream. And I know people right now, friends of mine that are in this chat talking about this, and people I know up the road and down the road and around town that are like, dude, I got to go get some more ammo. And it's going to cost them more today than it did yesterday. And it already cost them more yesterday than the day before. What do you guys think? I can't keep up with all the chats reading them in real time because there's more of you than me, but I'll read them afterwards. And is this just a blip that's just been going on for the past couple days, maybe? And it'll be over by this weekend? Are we looking at like Sandy Hook levels of stuff? Are we looking at like the Flugaloo, as I call it, 2020? Are we looking at like the first time Obama was elected, the second time? I mean, I don't know. I'm seriously asking you guys. I can literally tell you, though. It's crazy. My locals community is becoming a history book in real time. So, for example, I post the best deals I know of over there, like every day. You can literally look at today's deal, the day before that, the day before that. And sometimes you don't realize the trend's happening until you're already so far down the road with that. But yeah, like all kinds of stuff's going up. Now, I don't know, because this could just be the beginning or this could just be a little blip and stuff's going to come right back down to rock bottom prices tomorrow. I hope so. Where do you guys think this is heading? I seriously want to know. So, we'll see. I do see prices on the rise, though. Not like on everything, though, that I saw like with Sandy Hook and 2020. You know, like I haven't seen them selling out of single action revolvers or anything like that, okay? And even just a lot of like pistols and stuff like that. I will tell you this, the PSA GF3, love that rifle. I actually just picked up another one from a friend within the past week. So you're going to see another one on the channel. But the one that, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my video. I literally did several reviews, including we shot 1,000 rounds through it in 1 hour. It was like 1 hour and 5 minutes at my 2A EDU hangout last year. Some of you guys were there, and some of you guys were in the video. Go watch that video, guys. It's actually, I pinned the link to it in my PSA video, and I'll pin it in the description of this one, or the pinned comment, I'm sorry, in my in this video after I'm done. So if you're watching later, just check the pinned comment. If not, look in the pinned comment of the video I put out about PSA steel case ammo earlier tonight. Dude, that rifle's awesome. I love it. Back when I bought it, and this is just for historical, educational purposes, YouTube. I really got to watch myself over here. On Locals tomorrow night, though, I'll leave direct links to all this stuff right in the description. I'll be holding guns. I'll hold 2 PSA GF3s tomorrow when I'm live there, but we just can't do that here. We're on YouTube. So when I got mine last year, it was $5.99 free shipping. Awesome, dude. Like, can't even find the blem unless you turn it upside down and look underneath the gas tube, right? And then they've been $5.99 without free shipping for a while. And I'm like, dude, this is still awesome. All of a sudden today, $6.29. It's anecdotal, but I'm just giving you guys some real life things that I'm experiencing. It went up 5% from $600 to $630 today. It went up $30. That's what happens when demand starts exceeding supply. What's happening, Scott Chrysler? Nice to see you, man. What's up, Ron Stacy? Dude, 410 slugs. I think I've been posting those on Locals. Or maybe Buckshot. I'm not sure. You might already be a member of my Locals community, but I have been posting 410 stuff over there. When I keep talking about my Locals community, guys, it's part of Rumble. It's not because I'm trying to play hard to get. That's a site when I can literally do there what we could on YouTube like 12 years ago. So when YouTube was just awesome and you did whatever you wanted, that's what I still do there right now. That's why I always have a smile on my face and I'm talking about it so much. I still like YouTube. I'm glad to be with all of you guys right now. This is just YouTube of how it should be, and I'd like to see it again, but it's not. So I'll look out for you, Ron, and see what I can find for you. Anyways, I don't know, man. It's grains of sand. And I always talk about this in a positive way, and I want us to stay positive. Like, we're all grains of sand. But you add enough of us up, and we can start to have a handful, and then a handful of us can make a bucket full. Dump enough buckets, it makes a little heap. A heap could turn into a hill, into a mountain, and that's what I want. That's how this stuff works. So we need to become grains of sand in a positive way. Right now, I'm noticing grains of sand in a negative way, not meaning you guys, but like we're getting negatively impacted. Somebody else brought up something very smart. I'm trying to find this real quick so I can give whoever said it the shout out. Here we go, right here, man. I actually can't pronounce your name. Tuangloth. Yeah. Anyways, shout out. Dude, I was about to say that too. You guys are like really smart. I say that and I mean it because I'll have thoughts in my head and I'm like, oh, someone just beat me to the punch there. I'm outnumbered, but you guys are still pretty smart. Maybe all of you combined might even be as smart as me. I'm not sure, but let me know in the chat right now. That could be possible. Anyways, yeah, a lot of countries are self-imposing bans on us. Serbia. I reported that on this channel a while ago. I haven't seen any reports to the contrary. Like, I don't want to just keep reporting on it over and over again, but I've not seen anything yet. Now, I haven't looked in the last 3 or 4 days. I'm buried in paperwork right now for my actual business that feeds my family, my landscaping business. But yeah, look, guys, I haven't seen anything that says that that's gotten turned back on. I just keep hearing over and over again from people that are within the industry. I'm not an industry person, but I've met a lot of people and know a lot of people that are. And they're like, yeah, these countries all over the world, for the most part, are wanting to keep it for themselves. Think about the former Yugoslavia, okay? This is a whole nother thing that people don't really think about, but they're huge exporters. These different countries that after the Balkan Wars, look, they were separate countries. Then they were Yugoslavia. Then they separated again. Then they were Yugoslavia again. It's back and forth. Very complicated area of the world. I'm not going to pretend to put on their shoes because I haven't walked a mile in them, right? But it's very complicated. And we see tons of troops at the border of Serbia and Kosovo. And they're just saying, no, we're not willing to sell stuff to you guys right now because we need it for our own dang self. And none of this even matters right now. Like, it matters as far as other conversations go, but none of this matters what our views are on it. It doesn't matter if we're pro-Kosovo or pro-Serbia, if we're pro-Russia or if we're pro-Ukraine, if we're pro-Israel or if you're pro-Gaza or whatever it's called. Like, it matters. And we can talk about that. You guys, I'm not talking about it. I already told you. I'm America first, period. Okay? But at the same time, look, for purposes of all this, it doesn't really matter. We just need to realize it is. And it is what it is. And there's lots of countries in the world that are in tumult right now, very tumultuous areas. I was shocked that there's a war. I don't know if it's technically a war. I don't even know what these words mean anymore, right? But is there a war going on right now over territories in the Middle East? You've got an area called Israel, an area they call the Gaza Strip. I don't even know what to technically call them because no one can even agree on that. But that does not surprise me. I was just surprised, though, that something didn't kick off in Serbia first. Like, that's been the one I've been expecting to come out like any minute now. Those people over there have been fighting since the beginning of time, before there was recorded time. Like, there's just literally stuff going on, and it's just perpetual in these places. Well, Uncle Sugar as we're referred to throughout the world, the United States. They're always in there. There's power to be made. There's a lot of money to be made. You know, Dwight Eisenhower, he was a general. And I don't mean like a brigadier general. I don't mean a major general. I don't mean a lieutenant general. I mean actual general, the highest rank you can be, quite frankly. He knew a lot about the military. Then he became president. If you look at his farewell speech, he said one of his biggest concerns for this country at that point, and that's like 70 years ago now almost, was the military-industrial complex. And a lot of it's afar, and it's like, well, not in my backyard. Like I said earlier, maybe I just have normalcy bias, because since I've never seen anybody paratroop into my backyard, I'm more likely to assume it's not going to ever happen. So it's not happening in my backyard. I'm okay, but it kind of sort of is happening in my backyard right now. Because my government, mine and yours, Lake City factory, has now decided to shut me and you off. In my opinion, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but in my opinion, probably because the military-industrial complex has given it its marching orders. There's plenty of big money to be made with the Federal Reserve System and technically a private corporation that's in an unholy alliance. Think like fascism, quite frankly. With our Federal Reserve, we print as much money as we want. But the only reason it has any value at all is us spreading it around the world and having it be the petrodollar. We spread money, we spread weapons, money, weapons, power. And I repeat myself, look, as flawed as he was on all of his theories and as evil as he was, even Chairman Mao of China acknowledged the truth when he said all political power comes from the barrel of a gun. And the United States prints more money. And every time they print a dollar, you lose a little bit of your dollar that you have and that you work hard for. And again, a lot of this isn't in my backyard, but it is when they shut down my ammo factory that all of us own a piece of. We can't forget that. We have to remind ourselves of that and remind all your friends of that. This is a United States ordnance factory. We're supposed to be in charge of the military and the government entities in this country if we're the United States of America, if we're a republic, if you can keep it, as Ben Franklin said. Well, I'll tell you what, if I want to go buy some green tip ammo right now, and I were to be smart and savvy and go to the 2A EDU locals community, I could have bought it for $2 cheaper a box 3 days ago than I could today. People in my hometown are spending more on ammo today than they did yesterday and a week ago. So it actually kind of sort of is in our backyard, whether we want it to be or not. And then what the heck's going on here in this country? I just did a stream on this channel saying, are we in the middle of some type of cold or partially hot civil war right now? Are we going to embark on one? I don't know what I think about more lately. Do I think more about all the tumult and division in this country? People that don't really care for the way our government's running, but still believe in this republic and still believe in all the good people like I do and want America back. Like I said last week, the big question is, what if the United States in World War II bombed and invaded and attacked the United States today? And I think, unfortunately, the answer is yes. And I want this republic if we can keep it, and I want to get it back. But there's a lot of people, for every one of me and every one of you, there's another person out there that wants to destroy America, every aspect of it. What's more unstable right now, all these other countries of the world or our country? I don't know. I'm not sure. I just saw in the chat that fear sells ammo. I'm sure it does, obviously. And there's many reasons people should be afraid and many reasons they shouldn't. And that's a personal decision. I haven't been selling fear on this channel, though. If you guys notice, I've kind of kept to myself the last week. You haven't seen me talking about Hezbollah. You haven't heard me talking about Gaza. You haven't heard me talking about Israel. I just got done talking about how much it affects all of us, whether we want it to or not. But it's like, geez, oh, Pete, there's a lot of stuff to take care of right now. I found out about some shady backroom deal the Michigan Republicans are pulling, some of them anyways, for gun control. I'll talk about that in a little bit because I know a lot of my audience isn't from Michigan, but I got some inside sources, several inside sources. The leadership of the Michigan Republicans just put their eyebrows up like, ooh, he's going to leak something? Yeah, I am going to leak something, but You guys won't know who I got it from because I got it from several people. Isn't that funny? They send leadership into these streams to watch me. Now, some of them are good. There's a lot of good ones in Lansing. There's a lot of bad ones, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. There's stuff going on in Michigan right now, another backroom deal. Make no mistake. I don't like it either. You guys will know about it. I'll call it out. This is a conspiracy theory until all of a sudden it's released, and then I'm going to show you guys the bill that I know is coming out and all the co-sponsors for it. I know who they are, and I'm going to let a lot of people know who they are when it's time, but I'm going to give you guys some awareness to contact your Michigan reps and senators here in a little bit. I'm going to take a quick peek at the super chats. How's it going, Pillbox Bunker? ADXR 920. I haven't seen you lately, man. I hope you're doing good, dude. What's up, Mateo? Yeah, I mean, they're using our weapons against us in some cases. I mean, it's all over the place. I mean, lots of stuff going on. Okay, in my building. I'll let you guys know in a little bit what's going on in Michigan. It's some shady stuff that I don't like. But just keep in mind, guys, there's still some good ones out there. There's still some Paul Revere's out there, and that's why I haven't given up hope yet. Like, I'll literally be on the old lawnmower and get a text from any number of Michigan state reps and senators, because there's more than one that'll get a hold of me and say, just an FYI, just heard this in the back room, just saw this. You know, there's still some people from the inside trying to get information out to the outside. Marco Polo, channel member for 19 months, said, time to stock up. Hey, man, to each his own. I don't know. I know you left that super chat a while ago, but I've already asked the audience, hey, guys, what do you think? Something's going on. Like, nobody could possibly with a straight face say, nothing's going on right now. Ammo hasn't gone up in the last few days at all. No, that's proven it has. How long is it going to last? I don't know, dude. I don't know, but I've been doing this a long time. And, yeah. I know you guys already did, but trust me, man, you guys can vouch for me, especially on those local streams where I can do stuff I can't hear. I've been giving you guys the heads up on stuff for weeks and weeks. Like, you might really want to get some of this if you want it. And stuff happens, you know. Thanks, man. And Marco left a $5 super chat. Thank you, man. I didn't see a message, but I do have some of this swag here, Marco. Why don't you send me an email, 28eduperks@gmail. If you don't catch the email in real time, I will throw it down in the pinned comment after it's over here. But, man, let me pull myself over back to this again. I've got GOA sticker I can send you. I have some PSA stickers left. I got a Jackal. Just email and say which one you want, man. I've got a PSA sticker here. Saber. This is a cool sticker. AAC. I like this one a lot. I love blue, and it's like super shiny and metallic. But yeah, send me an email, man. Thanks for the super chat, and we will get you something. These are hard to find, and a PSA sticker. Okay, some of you guys are saying you saw it. Yeah. Particular rates, I don't know. I'll give you guys this is a little history lesson that happened in real time. Now, I'm over here just looking at my locals community. This is for educational purposes, YouTube employees that are lovingly watching the stream right now. Let me find this post because I literally put it up here on locals earlier today. Okay, so the title of this post on locals is, this is from 7 hours ago, 5.56 ammo is on the rise. Now, if you go back 6 days ago, it was $7.99 a box for 55 grain, 5.56. Brass case, beautiful stuff. I've shot a lot of it. I've watched them make it. Beautiful ammo in every way. I like it. I like M193 type. I like 55 grain. So there you go. And that's generally where we're going to start with price. 6 days ago, and this is all proven on my locals. If you guys want to watch this happen in real time, I didn't do this on purpose, but it's the truth. 6 days ago, I posted the deal. It was $7.99 for 20. Then it was $8.49, like a day or two later. Then the next day it was $8.79. Now today it's $8.99, a price increase of $1 in 6 days. Now, I can't share this on the screen with you guys due to policy because we can't promote sites that sell things. And you know what it says right now? Notify me when back in stock. It's completely sold out. So in the time that it took me to prep for this stream tonight, it's gone. So there you go. In 6 days, and this is literally provable on my locals community, $7.99, $8.49, $8.79, $8.99, gone. Yeah. When this stream's over, I'll be back on my locals again, digging through. I have a lot of resources, a lot of tools in the chest. I'll try to find you guys deals, but breaking news as I'm live right now. Yeah, ammo selling out right before my eyes. So I had no idea this was to the extent it was until we're talking as we speak. Oh boy, I'm not even tired, like ready to go to bed. I just had to stop and rub my eyes because I'm like, man, like, should I just keep clicking around and see? Let me go over here and look again. Oh boy. If you guys are buying stuff, by the way, look, go over to my local, spend 10 seconds. It's a win-win. It does help the channel if you use my links over there in full disclosure, but that's not the main reason I'm doing this. I make very little on that, but it does help keep the channel going, so thank you. I hope this is still in stock. 7.62 by 39 spam can. It was $2.99, and I posted that deal a couple days ago. Now it's $3.19. That's still in stock. All right, cool. I'm a little more of a 7.62 by 39 guy. Let me see here. Green tip. That's the stuff that sold out in most places. Not all, but sold out at many places earlier today. And if it didn't sell out, it's because they jacked the price up $2 a box. Now, people complain about that. They say you jacked up the price $2 a box. But here's the other side of the coin. If they don't jack it up, then it all sells out instantly and nobody can get anything at all. So for every guy that's mad, that's like they jacked it up $2 a box, and I get that. I don't like to see it jacked up either. I don't sell this stuff. I don't make any of these decisions. I'm just letting you know there's two sides of the story. For every guy that gets mad, they jack the price up. The next guy's like, dude, I wish there would have still been some the next day, and I would have happily paid more. So basically all the people that are like, nope, prices just went up. I'm out. I'm not buying any. Okay, they lose those customers. But trust me, there's just as many. Who am I kidding? There's 10 times more people that the next day are going to be like, dude, I'll gladly still pay $2 a box more. I just need it. I just need it right now. So that's just how it works, man. And within reason, if somebody's going berserk enough with their prices or doing any kind of bait and switch, that's just foul play and that's BS, okay? But I don't know, man. If somebody jacks up their prices to keep it in stock a little bit longer, I'm not an economist, but I remember learning the essence and the basics of supply and demand, and that's just kind of sort of how it works. I'm not happy about any of this, but I'm not mad at PSA that they raised that ammo up $1 a box because that's what you do. Because now that they're sold out, they can't make any money off of it until they can get more made. It's just, I don't know, man. I'll give you another quick example. Here was a deal I had posted. I'm like, I found some, and it's on my locals, okay? Someone vouch for me here because some people might think I'm making this up. 5 hours ago, I said, I just found some cheap green tip ammo for now. And I put that in the title because all the other places gone up $2 a box. I'm like, dude, look, how did I word this originally? I said, I'm trying, but things are getting crazy right now. Let me back up. That was my edit. So this is what I said. I said $9.49 for 20 rounds of green tip. Stock is low and it is selling fast. I'm literally calling some of these places I know, and some of them are nice enough to tell me, like, dude, it's going this fast. All right, it was $9.49. That was 5 hours ago. Then I had to come back an hour later in the post and put edit. They just raised the price $1 per box in the last hour. I'm trying, but things are getting crazy right now. The prices are accurate when I post the deals here. Things, unfortunately, are volatile right now. Now I'm going to click on this link. This is on my locals community, guys. Sorry, I just can't share the screen. I'd love to. And as of right now, let me see here. That particular place still does have it. And it's just gone up $1 a box. So there you go. That's still on my locals right now. This is PMC M855 green tip. I'm going to look at one more thing, and then I'm going to come back and check out the chat real quick here. Let's see here. I'm just reading a couple things. This is all part of the education of this stream. The title says ammo shortage, another one, question mark. Chime in, have a lively conversation about it, guys. Somebody would have to have their head in the sand, though, to not realize something's going on right now. I mean, there's that. Clicking on one more here. Nope, notify when in stock. Dang it. There was 1,000 rounds of green tip Winchester, which is the Lake City stuff that's been halted. And there was a really good deal that came with 10 free PMags that I had posted earlier today. That's gone now. Okay, I'm learning in real time with you guys, like literally as I'm live. I'm going to check out one more. I hope I'm not boring you. I hope this is educational. Like, I'm literally going through this in real time. Yep, and the 5-minute round deal I had posted, that's sold out too. Okay, so one of my local listings is still accurate from from 5 hours ago. That's still right there on my feed. And it's still in stock. And it did go up $1 from 6 hours ago, but it's still the same price as 5 hours ago. So I can guarantee you guys, I know one place that still has green tip in stock that I have a link for on there. Let's check out the old GF3 rifle. See if that's still in stock. All right, cool. Still in stock. $630 though. It was $599 yesterday. Is this the kind of stuff you're wondering? I've been looking out of the corner of my eye in the chat, and some people are saying, like, what's going on? What's being affected? Here's another deal that's awesome that I posted on my locals community. I love this deal. Let's see if it's still in stock. This one is. This is where you get a really nice single gun case. It's like a gun case range bag. Really nice. I have one right over there in the other room. And 7 PMags. Okay? And that's like $99 free shipping. That's the best that deal ever gets. That's still in stock. So right this minute, it doesn't appear that there's like a big run on mags. So that's good news. Will there be one tomorrow? I don't know. And hopefully not. But right this minute, that's still holding strong. I was just looking for a friend for, we were looking at a G3 Tactical. I was looking at some Stoger pistols online, getting them some prices and stuff of places. Because I'm always helping people out, not just online, but on the phone and friends. And I was looking at the GX4 and stuff like that. All of that stuff was still holding pretty steady as of today. So there's that. So there's still some stuff holding steady. You know what I mean? ADXR 920 says member for 16 months. Wow, thank you, man. I appreciate all the supporters, guys. Says taking some classes. Been watching the replays. Cool, dude. Cool, man. Hope you're doing good. Kurt 24. What's up, dude? Member for 14 months. He says locals for the win. I'm looking forward to seeing you there tomorrow night on the stream, man. And November 4th in real life. You are coming, right, Kurt? I'm pretty sure you are SVP. Linda's taking care of keeping track of all those. So, because Kurt 24, man, he was able to load with an awesome loader, by the way. I'll make a YouTube community post on that loader this weekend. But he was able to keep that 1,000 rounds in an hour. Keep those 20-round YouTube compliant mags going. 411DL. Let me make a quick comment in the chat, okay? There's the email address. If you don't get this now or later, man, I'm trying to hook up everyone who leaves a little super chat tonight with just something extra to be nice. I know you guys are just trying to help the channel, and I appreciate it, but I like to give back too and make this as fun as we can. It's like super depressing topics, but I'm going to put this. Any of you that are leaving super chats tonight, I've still got some cool stickers and some swag I want to at least send you. Just email this to edupperks@gmail.com. Just put your YouTube username in there and then your mailing address that we would need, and my wife will get you out a sticker. If any of you want me to sign any of the stickers, let me know. Quick announcement. A couple of you guys asked me to sign the last ones. we got our signals crossed. She mailed out a couple unsigned ones and felt really bad. So I'm going to sign a couple more and send them out to you guys last week that wanted a signed one. So just let me know and send me an email. 411 DL 762, like 762 by 39, right? We'll never see this stuff again. Not this exact stuff, right? Probably not. From Russia. He says, well, if Lake City isn't really ours, then I vote with my dollar that AAC be our replacement. The way they're growing, confident they will in time. What do you guys think about that concept? I kind of like that. I actually do. Yeah, man. Look, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be ours. I mean, it's owned by the government, me and you. But if it's not really ours, thanks for the super chat, man. Landon with the super chat. Thank you. I didn't see a message here. If you did leave one, I'll definitely catch it on the replay. But yeah, man, send me an email, 28eduperks@gmail. It's in the chat there. And I don't know. I got random stickers here. I want to at least just send you something, dude. I've got some GOA stickers. I've got more GOA stickers. The Palmetto Banana, the AAC. These AAC are so sharp, but I like a lot of them. I've got some Dagger stickers that I don't have here right now. Saber, Jackal. Just send an email with your YouTube username, and if you want to, and we will send it to you. What's happening, QD? Nice to see you, man. QD just gifted 10 2A EDU memberships. So thank you. I appreciate you contributing. And now that some of you guys are new channel members, go back and look at the channel members page on the channel. I have behind the scenes videos. Some of you guys might be into working on vehicles, or I don't know. I've showed my range I shoot at there recently. My snail. Now it's snails. I need to do it. I got another one. I need to do another video for you guys. But there is some extra content for the channel members. So thank you, QD. I appreciate it, dude. And you guys are still coming in with the support. Thank you, man. QD with a huge super chat, $50. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. He says, God bless Palmetto State Armory. Look, guys, they make great products. That PSA GF3, you guys can see that whole 1,000 rounds we shot last year on camera, right? It's like proven fact what happened, and witnesses that were there that shot it. We're going to do it again this year. But there's just something about it, man. Two brothers founded this company out of their garage. True story. With the goal of, if we sell enough AR-15s, now they sell so much more than that, but if we get enough of them in people's hands, it's going to be impossible for the government to take them away. And these guys literally care about this stuff. So I'll give you a little bit of inside baseball here. I'm just a normal guy. I'm a landscaper. Somehow I've gotten lucky enough to where I've become really good friends with some people, like at PSA, for example. So I called Josiah, one of those two brothers that founded it, and I'm talking to him about the ammo situation. I'm like, dude, it's all doom and gloom, like with this ammo, and I have some inside sources that have nothing to do with PSA that are telling me, dude, there's more of it that's going to be getting banned from import. I'm like, and I'm like, dude, we need some good news. What can we tell the people? He's like, dude, here's what I want to tell you. Let me find out, because Josiah has a different position in the company. He's like, my brother's literally getting ready to catch an airplane in a few minutes to be on Fox and Friends, right? You guys might have seen him on Fox. I don't watch Fox News, but they were doing a thing with their coffee. He really was on TV. It's provable that this story's true. He's like, he's literally just getting ready to catch an airplane. So he called his brother on the cell phone, and his brother told him, who's the CEO, not the CEO, I'm sorry. The CEO of PSA is somebody different named Chad, but he's the head owner of all of JJE. So he's the owner, the head principal owner, the top dog of all of these companies. Very important person, blah, blah, blah. And he had the time before he caught his flight to give me that short list of the dates and the ammo, the anticipated time frame, and the list of the calibers and what order they were going to come out in. And while we're talking on the phone, me and Josiah are talking. You can hear it in his voice, and he cared about this stuff just as much as you guys do. So there you go. Are they a perfect company? Of course not, but there are some really good people there. I can tell you that, and I've experienced that firsthand. Dale, what's happening, Dale? How you doing, man? I'll be seeing you hopefully here in about 3 weeks or so in Michigan. He says locals rules. Well, thanks, dude. And that's where I can go over there. And gosh, I wish I could do stuff here that we could over there. But I will be literally tomorrow night. Like literally, if you guys want to experience like what YouTube used to be like 12 years ago, links down in the description. It's free to join, by the way. I'm not trying to jump up a bunch of money with you guys. Like, you can join my locals absolutely free. If you are a supporter monthly or annually, you get a few extra perks. That's just how stuff works, but it's free. You guys didn't know that? Okay. Well, news flash, because I know you guys have a lot of stuff that you're busy with, but I've covered this a lot. Tula ammo is made in Russia. The current former vice president banned everything from Russia 100% a while ago now. And I reported it very heavily on this channel, but no harm, no foul. I'm not blaming you guys, but I've talked about this a lot on here. Like when it was happening, this stuff's been banned for a while. All ammo was banned from importation from China in like 1994, and it hasn't come back. Trump's been in office since then. Bush has been in office since then. We've had Republicans. We've had Democrats. I kind of just repeated myself because they're all anti-gun at the end of the day when they reach that high level of politics. But yeah, Russian ammo is gone, gone, gone. No more Tula, no more anything from Russia, period. And probably never, ever, ever again. And probably stuff, in my opinion, with some, there's more to it than this. I just only say so much on here, but probably not even Azerbaijan ammo or Kazakhstan ammo much longer because of reasons that I've literally talked about on here as recently as 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I just saw two totally different people here, and they're good questions. Thank you for reminding me. Sometimes I need to backtrack a little bit. Yeah, no more ammo from Russia, which that's Tula ammo. That's many things. Golden Tiger ammo, Red Army Standard, Barnaul. I had deals on Tula ammo on my locals community 3 days ago, guys. Do you guys blame me or not? I just want a quick, honest answer. I try not to be too pushy with stuff. I do not want to be that guy. I'm resisting it tonight as hard as I can. I do not want to be that guy that's like, the sky's falling. You need to buy this right now. I don't want it ever to be like I'm trying to sell you guys stuff, because I'm not. But like, I knew and I know and I've known this whole time that the Tula ammo that was available in the country was going quick. And all it would take is one surge and it'd be gone. Maybe I need to be more proactive and emphasize this stuff a little more. Let me know. Because here's the deal, guys. I want you guys to be in the know as soon as possible. And as much doom and gloom stuff as I talk about on here, because I think we have to realize what the problems are before we can ever confront them and win. And we just have to win at all costs. Like, that's the only reason I'm even here right now, is we literally have to win. Good has to finally defeat evil and get it out of this dang country and the whole world if possible. We need to do what we can, but I don't like to make a big deal of this stuff. But yeah, man, this stuff's been a dead man walking for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I have to talk about it tonight because everybody can see now what's going on. I don't like to do the breaking news that there's something to worry about. Now, I appreciate you guys' support. I do. But yeah, let me know if it's like, dude, like, do I need to get on here and be a little more blunt sometimes and be like, guys, a little birdie told me there's only so much left in the warehouse. So you better buy it right now. And here's the post where there's the link to it. Like, I can do that, but like, you guys see like how much I try to stay nonchalant about this stuff. I will get no matter what. I guarantee you, in my comment section, on the replay, or maybe even in the chat right now. Yeah, wolf ammo, all that good stuff. Someone's going to be like, he's fear-mongering. Don't let him kid you. There is no Russian ammo ban. Somebody will say that. Like, they always do. And I don't take everything everybody says seriously. You just can't. What are you supposed to do? get out there and go beat your wife and take a long walk off a short pier. I mean, no, I'm too happy of a person for that kind of stuff. But people will still come in there and say, he's fear mongering. There isn't any ammo sales going on right now. I mean, there you go. 6.5 Grendel right here. There you go. This stuff is banned from import. I hope I'm wrong, but we will probably never, ever see this again. Like, probably never, ever, ever. Remember that Taylor Swift song? We are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together. Look, I had to sing that song to Susan Wiki from YouTube. She still works here. I had to sing that song to her, and now we may as well just sing it again. I don't even like Taylor Swift since she's went woke. Maybe she was already woke and I didn't know it, but right here, there's a partial box. This is the 100 grain. This ammo has some very special characteristics to it. This ammo is very desired for many reasons. If you don't believe me, ask Mateo. He could write you a novel about it, but maybe he could sum it up if he feels like it in the chat there. This is some good stuff. This is steel cased. This is made in Russia. Now, I'm looking forward to the AAC offering. They're putting the 3 steel case products ahead of it, though, which is understandable. I thought they were spot on. 7.62x39 first, 5.45, 39 second, then the 54 are third, and then get into the 6.5 Grendel. Now, in a way, Grendel should be first because, like, it's like literally in its death throes. Like, it's going to need that defibrillator to bring it back because it's getting really tough. Really, really tough. And it's an incredible, phenomenal round. But we need more X 7.62x39 right now. If I were to opine, okay? If I were to opine. Yeah, man, I'm researching all day, dude. A lot of people don't like to do research, but hey, whatever floats your boat. I try to research as much as I can, and that's what makes it a good Friday night, or my videos I put out, or my posts on locals, right? Ryan Hansen says it's not fear-mongering if it's actually happening. Now, I know. And here's the thing, though. You don't get it for cheap unless you know ahead of time. I was telling you guys 2 weeks ago, right, Ryan? Or whoever watched my stream. I told you guys 2 weeks ago to be looking at that 7.62x39, and then I got on locals and posted the crap out of it for the whole week afterwards. I was trying to tell people, but it hadn't actually happened yet. There were more pieces of the puzzle because you know what happens, right? Like Lake City. Lake City's not making and selling 7.62x39. Okay, but as soon as they start running out of 5.56, guys go, okay, maybe now I'll switch to my AK, and then they start buying 7.62x39. Or maybe they have an AR-47 so-called, or a KS-47, and they switch, right? Because people own AKs in 5.56, and people own ARs in 7.62x39. And I want to remind you guys of that. That's very true. But predominantly, you think, well, 7.62x39, that's the AK. Or the SKS, right? And then you think 5.56, well, that's the AR. Even though both platforms are chambered in like a dozen calibers at least, dozens if you're going to the AR. But I could think of a dozen if I had to rattle them off right now. Calibers that the AK is and has been chambered in, like in actual production. But yeah, right here. This is gone. What's up, Crazy Heathen? Nice to see you, man. Wolf, right? Here's your Bernal. This is good ammo. Here's some 125 grain. Soft point. That's gone. Now, does it mean it's literally? You might be able to find some kicking around somewhere. At a gun shop or wherever. I was down at the PSA store, the retail store in Columbia, and I bought, how much did I buy? 20-ish boxes of 7.62x39. Now you guys will see I shot more than half of that up. Maybe I bought 25 boxes, but somewhere around there. No, 20. I think it was 20 boxes. You guys will see when I put up this video soon. One of them popped into the stream tonight, and I think I saw DLD After Dark in here. Are you still in here, man? That would make 2 people that popped into the stream. And let's just say you'll see them in the video soon. So I bought some ammo from there, took it to another event that I went to in Georgia, and we shot it out of my PSA GF3. So you guys will see where some of that ammo went. I still have a little bit of it that I left for the hangout, but yeah, man. I was posting the crap out of Tula ammo on locals all the way up and until it sold out 3 days ago. Yeah, what's up, DLD? What's up, man? So you know exactly where I use some of that Tula ammo. You guys will see exactly how much he knows about that when we put that video out soon with the man himself in it. And there we go. Probably messing with me right now, right, guys? You can't even make this up. What did I say 5 minutes ago? Tell us if you're joking or not, Gaston Draco. See? I think he's just putting this in here to be spicy because he knows I'm joking. Because come on, man. Everybody loves this channel. Just ask them. They'll tell you. Like they often say, 28EDU's the nicest guy on all of YouTube. So with that said, I'm going to assume my man here is joking. He's joking. What do you guys think? Oh, boy. You can't make this stuff up, though, sometimes. Sometimes it gets a bit spicy. Harry Grimley, how you doing, man? Thanks for the member chat. He says, member for over 2 years since the Taurus G2C review. Dude, I've got it like right over here. I mean, it's 1,000 miles away. Susan Wiki. She wants me to sing Dwight Yoakam to her. I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere. I'm 1,000 miles from any guns. No touching, but yeah. I might know right where that initial G2C is, and I still love it, and I still have it. Thanks, man. QD coming in big again. Thanks so much for the super chat, man. Why don't you email to remind Linda? I'm going to send you some stuff too from PSA. He says the 28EDU perks. I'm trying to hook everyone up to send a super chat tonight. He says, isn't PSA the largest firearms and ammunition manufacturer in the world now? I don't know if I can go quite that far. I'm going to say pretty confidently guns. Ammo, probably not, because you've still got like Federal and you've got like Lake City and Winchester, and it's pretty close though. They're getting huge. Like I've seen stuff with my own eyes. When it hits, it's going to hit big. I saw early developments of stuff a year ago. Like I can't say too much, but like I saw like bulldozers and dirt and stuff like moving around. Okay, I'll say that much. Like I've seen stuff down there in South Carolina. I know exactly where to go. I know the back roads. I even have a tour guide with me to show me. So I've seen stuff. He says, dude, you're not wrong. If Russian ammo is what you really love, yeah, well, you're going to have a rough future finding it in the U.S. Yeah, and it's not that I inherently love Russian ammo. Like I said, the United States and all of the good people that I know live here, that's my primary concern. It's just I love the Russian ammo for so many years because AKs love steel case loves AKs. I love AKs. I love steel case. That's just what it was, right? So that's what it was and is what it was, and it is what it is that Russians gone. So many places in the world right now are being very stingy, if not completely shutting off supplies of stuff. Maybe some other countries have been doing a little end around, the skirting around of stuff, and maybe they're getting caught up on that. Maybe they're not. We'll see. We'll see. I've talked about some of my suspicions on this topic. Okay, Gaston was messing with. I knew you were. He says, not you. The dealers around here saying buy it before it's gone. Okay, cool, man. No. Everyone, I thought you were joking because a few minutes ago, if you just came in, I'm like, dude, somebody always comes in and says, I'm fear-mongering. I'm like, I'm really not fear-mongering. I'm asking you guys, and I'm going to ask you again for anyone that just trying. Tell me in the chat. Is there a shortage starting again? I mean, my locals community right now is literally turning into like a history book in the making. You can literally look at the exact timestamps. And I promise all of you, when you go over there and look, I've never posted a deal over there that wasn't in stock. And maybe I did a typo once or twice and I correct it real quick. But besides that, I've never posted a false price. You guys can literally just look at the posts for all these ammo deals I posted in the last week. Go back to the last 2 weeks and it'll really just blow your mind right off your shoulders. And you're going to be like, oh, shoot. Like, that's why I came on tonight. And I'm like, is there an ammo shortage? Because you can just watch it. Like, Here it is, guys. It's this deal. It's a great deal. It's in stock. It's plentiful. You could go over to the site, 15,000 cases in stock. And then all of a sudden it was like, it went up $1 a box. Then you watch the number drop. And I was on the phone with one of the largest retailers of ammo in the country today before this stream. And while I was on the phone with him, their 7.62 by 39 offering vanished. I'm serious. Literally, we're on the phone. He's like, all right, I'm going to send you some of this 7.62 by 39 to review. Maybe some of this other caliber. And he's like, okay, let me get in here on my end. And he goes, oops, wait, what's this? I'm like, huh. He goes, it's gone. Like, I'm not joking. Like, literally in real time today, it's gone. I'm like, ugh. At least I've got this box of Tula ammo, Red Army Standard. But here's the thing. This is Red Army Standard. Quick history lesson for all you younger folks out here. And those of you that went to public schools. I went to a public school and a community college, by the way. Don't really see any use of going to college nowadays, to be honest. But if you do, that's awesome. So for all you public school people, I went there too. Tula ammo right here. There we go. See? That's Tula ammo. Now, there was a time when Red Army Standard was repackaging your Golden Tiger, which I can't tell the difference between that and the Tula ammo and the Kalashnikov concern, supposedly made in Azerbaijan. See previous videos. This is the lacquered stuff. Sealed case neck, sealed primer, military characteristics all the way around. Ready to go. Weather resistant. Don't leave home without it. Type ammo. It's gone. It's banned. And now it's to the point where everyone's buying everything. Like, nobody believed me 2 weeks ago. Some of you guys did. Some of you guys are very smart. But not a lot of people believe me when I'm like, dude, this Tula ammo, you might want to kind of sort of. Some of you guys do, and some of you guys did. So, you know what I mean. Hopefully it'll come back. I don't know. And what's happening, man? He says there's always a shortage on the wages. Need to learn to ride the waves of when there isn't one. I agree, man. Nice to see you, by the way. Send an email, to you've been a channel supporter for a long time, man. Send me an email to 28eduperks@gmail and pick out one of these stickers you want, or we'll try to send you a couple. Linda's generous, man. A lot of times, last week, a lot of you were like, dude, or 2 weeks ago, you're like, dude, let's not do much trouble. Maybe if I could get one of the banana ones. And Linda's like, yeah, I put at least a couple, 2, 3 stickers, extra stuff in everybody's envelope. So send us an email, If I told you guys to email me tonight, I need that YouTube username and then whatever address you want the envelope mailed to. And we'll get you out some stuff. YouTube stream crashing. How's that possible? Michael Birdsong says, I'm lucky I listened to you. Awesome, dude. I'm trying to help out. That means a lot to me that some of you guys are getting some value from what I'm doing, because YouTube's not so generous with keeping the channel around. YouTube itself isn't. You guys are, but not YouTube. Yeah, 182QKFTW. Not coming back anytime soon because of, no, dude, I mean, I don't know. Does anyone know what I mean? Yeah, because of stuff and things, and I don't know. Dude, look at QD coming in again, man. Gifted 10 2A EDU memberships. Wow. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. And 10 more people just have access to some more exclusive content, so check it out. What's up, Jane Locke? Nice to see you. I'll be seeing Jane in a couple, 2-3 weeks here. 3 weeks, whatever it is. Ask Crump. I talked to Crump earlier today, briefly. Actually, he texted me about the Hornady thing, and I just texted back, dang. What do you guys think about that? I mean, it's very plausible that it just blew up because they're dealing with tons of highly combustible and explosive stuff. But it's also possible that just, I don't know, it just blew up because, yeah, and stuff. Like, you guys know that, right? So, like, Lake City shut off everything to consumers, to you, even though, in my opinion, we own the dang place. Do you agree? And then, like, I don't know, who's going to be more at war soon of the next country? You got Kosovo and Serbia. That's getting shaky. Dude, there's some sweet brass case Serbian stuff that might still be around. I posted it on YouTube, or Locals, I'm sorry, literally like 3 to 4 days ago. I'm going to see if it's still there. It might be under the radar. I'm going to be really excited to post that tonight on Locals. I just remembered it. It's brass case, and it did cost more than steel. But now that everyone's bought up all of the steel cased ammo as fast as they could, it seems like, I'm going to post that. So check that out. I just got a smile on my face. I still know where there might be some good Yugo ammo. New production stuff. Really good stuff that I own. I actually have some of it right there in the back room. But I don't know. It's really odd timing, isn't it? So Lake City that we're supposed to own, they won't sell to us anymore. Kosovo and Serbia, look out for there. You've got Ukraine, Russia. You've got Israel, Gaza. But then you've got Iran, Hezbollah. You know what I mean? There's China. And I think in the whole world, as far as, we probably just have one of the dumbest, just like out there, so-called, we'll just say the former vice president. We have the most inept current former vice president of any one I can even like think of. I mean, that goes for overall aptitude and as far as being evil. Like, there's some really evil leaders in this world. I can't think of anybody more evil right now. I mean, sometimes I think to myself, this is crazy, all the stuff going on. And it's Friday the 13th. Then I think to myself, I can't believe it's not even crazier. KK, yep. Heck yeah, man. Those are a little smaller box, but I tried to do a good job in that description, hashing it out of what it was per round and everything. But I'm going to get on there and hopefully update you guys with that. Oops, I just clicked on the wrong one on purpose. Not on purpose, rather. Now, DLD After Dark's bringing up something here to think about. Because I think Lake City shut down civilian sales and Hornady exploded for the same reason that the food plants and grain processing plants were just randomly blowing up and getting planes crashed into them. Yeah, during food shortages. I don't know. I mean, good night, Marco Polo. Nice seeing you, man. I mean, PPU, I still think I know where there's some PPU 9. I'll post that on Locals later, too. I'm going to have to go rewatch some of this video so I can post all the stuff I promised I will. But I have some sources. I know where to dig stuff up out of nowhere sometimes. I'll do the best I can. What's up, Raw Feeding 101? Nice to see you, dude. I hope you're doing good, man. How's the dogs going? How's your channel going? If you guys are into dogs and healthy lifestyle for your dogs, check out the Raw Feeding channel. Been a long-time friend of the channel and haven't seen you in a while because we just get busy. I totally get it, man, but thanks for being a long-time supporter of the channel. For sure. I'm serious. If you guys are into dogs and the raw feeding lifestyle, which is a thing, although I don't own dogs myself, go check his channel out. Probably, I think it's fair to say, probably one of the leading experts on this topic in the whole country, the world even, like literally right here in the chat. So make sure you guys check him out if you're into that. Dogs are great, man. Awesome, dude. Is my girl still building Legos? Yes. And she has a cross-country race tomorrow. And she's already talking about the 2A EDU hangout that I invite all the supporters to every year. And I know you're like all the way across the country. But yeah. Yes. My daughter's looking forward to seeing some of you guys in Michigan here in 3 weeks. and she's still into the Legos and all that, which I know you've generously sent her some Legos, and so have a lot of you guys. So thank you. That means a lot to me. A lot of you guys have sent my daughter Lego sets to build, and she really enjoys it. And sometimes Daddy drops the ball and doesn't get all the videos published of her building them, but she's getting on her way where she'll just be doing all of that by herself. When I can't keep up with her, she'll have a bigger YouTube channel than me someday. Not saying that's too hard to do, but at the same time, she will. You guys wait and see. What's happening, Fun to Learn? Nice to see you, man. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you in a few weeks in real life. Dude, we're going to put 1,000 rounds through that AK. No matter how much ammo's gone off, I've been scrimping and saving. I don't quite have the 1,000 rounds set aside yet, but I'm working on it. I'm getting really close. I'm begging and borrowing and not stealing because that's illegal and against my morals, but I'm begging and borrowing and doing things just short of, but somewhat adjacent to stealing it to get it, but not actually stealing it. What's up, Fun to Learn? Thanks for the super chat. He says a little bit of what I've saved by waiting too long on some of them locals deals. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And you've got to take advantage of some of those deals over there, haven't you? I hope you have. Email me, man, if you want a sticker. I've got some cool swag and stuff. There's different ones from BSA, AAC, Jackal. I've got some Dagger ones. Saber. Got some other stuff too. So email 2AEDU perks. Any of you that are leaving the super chats tonight, throw those in there and just throw me an email. Member super chats too. I'm counting the super chats tonight. I'm gonna throw that email in there real quick. Say your YouTube username, because I just don't have enough to send something to everybody right now. There you go. I'm going to throw that right in the chat. But yeah, let me know. Let Linda know, and she will send it to you. Wow, I just got a text message from somebody. Thank you so much, man. We'll talk about it. I don't think I'm going to need that much, but we'll talk about it. Thank you. You guys are always coming through to hook me up. I'm going to give away a couple really special things in a few minutes too before we wind down this stream, because there is going to be another stream tomorrow night, just not here. It's on my locals community where I can touch guns. 182Q KFTW with the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. Says thank you for spreading the news. Well, you're welcome. And look, guys, this isn't all doom and gloom news. Like, we're having conversations tonight. We're hanging out. I'm motivated. You guys are here. Talk to each other about stuff. Like, that's what we need to do. And I put out like a totally positive video just a couple hours ago that I was like really excited to put out. So we are definitely spreading good news and lots of doom and gloom and stuff. I'm finding myself where that's going to be. Things need to turn around, guys. We need to turn this around. A year from now, I'm going to be on here, and all I'm going to say is, hey, guys, how's it going? And stuff. And stuff. And stuff. And then I'll just type into the chat, ... and stuff. Right? We don't want to go there. We're not going to do that. Raw Feeding coming in. Member for 13 months. And he says, woot, woot. Nice to see you, man. And glad you've been here for that long. You've been watching the channel even longer than that, too, and supporting on other platforms longer than that. So thank you. Cutie with another huge super chat. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you, dude. He says, DLD, and you are right. We literally all know what's going on. Watch S2 Underground. I'm not familiar with that. But we're gonna need to come up with some kind of like, he winked 6 times, winked with the other eye twice. Although I do blink a lot in my videos because I don't know, it's like the light sensitivity or something. 2AEDU, blink if there's an ammo shortage. Blink twice if you don't want there to be an ammo shortage. Like, oh man. I'm tempting big tech with this video a little bit. Sometimes they don't like some of these. You know what I mean? Sometimes they don't like some of this stuff we talk about on here. Yeah, these are rare. Look, I'm giving you guys stuff that you usually can't even buy. DLD's right. You literally have to buy an expensive banana mag to get one of these. You can't even get a 2A EDU signed one, but if anyone wants me to sign one, I will. It might lower its value though, so I'm not recommending that. I don't think you can buy these. Like, this stuff's all really rare. I don't want to talk it up too much, but it's all pretty rare. Now, I'm about to drop something right now, and I already know the person that I want to give this to. And they're going to tell me I can't because they've already told me I can't. What do you guys think? Do you guys want an awkward moment in the chat here or not? Because I have something that I'm going to give away that you literally can't buy no matter how much money you have. You literally probably can't even get it virtually no matter what you do. And I want to give it to somebody that's here in the chat tonight. So let me know. Because they're going to come back at me and be like, no, dude, I won't. But I already have their address so I can force them. Let me know. We'll see what the chat says about this. Because I do have something pretty cool here. And I also need to know awkward moments are what I live for. Okay. You guys want me to spice it up a little bit? Because I tried to give this to somebody. And I have more of these too. So I am going to do a giveaway where more people will have a chance. But there's one person that's going to get spicy. Because I have something here that's like holy grail rare. And I'm going to give it to somebody because I'd rather them have it than myself. Brian M. member for 5 months. Thanks, man. Nice to see you, dude. He says, you're a class act, man. Happy to support the cause. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being here. And fellow local guy, when I see Hockey Town, that makes me think of somebody that's at least in the vicinity, right? What's happening, man? The Grinch coming in. The Grinch that stole Christmas. The Grinch stole the ammo. There he is. He stole all the ammo. No, I'm just joking. That's another Grinch. Don't go after him. It's another one. Thanks for the super sticker. I appreciate it, man. I wish I could post the actual sticker up here, but yeah. If you would like a nice sticker, I have different ones. Linda will throw in extra stuff. Some of the people have already chimed in. I have different things here from PSA. Like DLD said, these are super rare, and they technically are. I'm not saying they're valuable. They're just rare. Right? If you see one that rings a bell, Grinch, and whoever else has left me one of these chats tonight, these you get with every order. These are not rare, okay? This is not rare at all. But I do have these too. These are actually rare, though. Have you guys seen these before? What do you think, DLD? Do these qualify as rare? I think so. See, you guys thought you were coming here for, came for the fear-mongering, left because of the good times. There's always somebody out there that does that, right? They said came for the fear-mongering. Now that he's just trying to be laid back because, like, dude, no long walks off of short piers tonight, guys. Now I'm giving away rare stuff for free to people. Someone's going to get mad at that. Dude, I'm trying to get merch back. I'm trying to get merch back going again. The place I had it for before went out of business. I'm working on it. Keep in mind, this is not my full-time job, guys. All of your generous contributions and helping out the channel in so many ways you guys do keeps this going because I do not personally make enough money to support all of this on my own, but I support my family doing landscaping and lawn service. This is the busy time of year. This winter, I'm going to crack down though when I have more time and get some more merch because here's why I love my hats and my logos. Look, it says 2A EDU really small there. A lot of you guys want stuff because you like my channel, and that's awesome. But really, it's all about spreading the two-way. Like you wear one of my hats or one of my stickers, and I do have a few 2A EDU stickers and patches, which I'll do another giveaway on some of this stuff again soon. But look, like this is a small part of it. The main thing is it's just getting the 2A out there. All right. I'm going to real quick talk about something going on in Michigan, and then I'm going to give away something cool. So you might have seen the video I put out. a week or so ago. There's this so-called domestic violence bill in Michigan. And nobody wants domestic violence. I don't want violence. Like, who wants violence at all? But with that said, yeah, it's passed the Senate. This was the Senate bills 471 and 472. The Senate has passed it. Like, if you were to enter somebody's ice fishing shanty, yeah, like key their car, make unsolicited commercial phone calls after 9 p.m. and like, or like do something that hurts their little feelings, wheelings. Yeah, people need to grow a pair. But whatever, you hurt their little feelings. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, that could all be all it is. You said something they didn't quite like. That could fall under domestic violence, and you'd now become a prohibited person in Michigan for 8 to 15 years, possibly more. The House is getting ready to take up the bill, and this is what I found out. I found out that some of the Michigan Republican representatives, the Senate's already passed this. The only thing that can stop it is the House. Now, a lot of you guys have been calling in. Okay, so follow me. This is something for all of you guys to think about nationwide, so don't leave me yet here. This could happen in your state. This is all part of the national agenda. This is part of the world agenda to disarm us. I think we all know that by now. Blink twice if you know that by now, right? Okay. Now, they've said, well, this probably goes a little bit too far. But I found out, and I don't have a House bill for it yet, but you'll see it. It's going to be coming out here very soon. Like, this is a conspiracy right now. But I had several people tell me from the House floor, yes, inside sources. No, I'm not going to say who they are because they stick their little spies in here to watch this stuff. Told me, a few people told me this, that the Republicans are going to be saying, well, we'll oppose this bill because it's a little bit too extreme. And they're going to make another bill that they're putting out, trying to get sponsorships on the floor, meaning they want people to be co-sponsors. These are some Republicans doing this, not all Republicans, some. Think about the Republicans that voted for the safe storage laws in Michigan that are now laws. Maybe if you started thinking about those kinds of people, that might put you on the right trail, okay? Of the types of people that might be thinking about this. I mean, it's just a wild guess, right? If they voted for gun control, maybe it'd be that crowd. Well, I found out that they're circulating a bill right now trying to get sponsors where it's not quite as extreme as that one, but that they do want to replicate the federal prohibited persons law and make it where more people would be prohibited on a state level in the name of domestic violence, because this is Domestic Violence Month in Michigan, so decreed by a resolution. Now, again, one more time, do I want violence? No. But most domestic violences, or maybe not most, but a good portion of them, to say the least, don't even involve any violence at all. So, but Republicans, not all Republicans, okay? Like, I would highly doubt, let's just go through a list of a few people you've seen me hanging out with recently. I would doubt, and look, these people are going to vote for themselves, and we'll call them out. The better friends I am with them, or the better I think they're an ally, the more I'll call them out. But I would highly doubt if we'd see somebody like Representative Angela Regas supporting this. I would doubt that. Okay? I would doubt we would see Representative Steve Carra supporting this. I would doubt that. If I had to guess, I would doubt we would see Rochelle Smith supporting this. I doubt we would see Jamie Thompson supporting this. I could go. So don't give up hope. There's some good ones. Like, there's some good ones that literally told me this scoop before it's even public knowledge, and they're not allowed to, and they're not supposed to, but they told us anyways. So there's some Michigan Republican reps that are saying, well, we might pass on this like completely insane gun control, but we still do need to support some gun control. That's not quite as bad because it is Domestic Violence Month and all, so we have to do something. Even though under current domestic violence laws, many people get convicted of it that never even touched anybody already. So you guys got the sneak peek from me. If you can over the weekend, any Republicans in the Michigan House that you think might have the propensity to vote towards House Bills 4946 and 4945. That's the one I did the video on already. Those are publicly available bills. Urge them not to, okay, and urge them with the threat of your vote, okay, or the lack thereof your vote is what you would be threatening them with. Threaten them that they will not be voted for. Don't threaten them with anything else. It's not worth it. Don't do it. But it's not worth it for anybody. But at the same time, come in and tell them, and if you're brewing up some little bit milk toastier one that you don't think will sound quite as bad, you're going to lose on your next election if you do that too. So get a hold of your representatives. There are some Republicans that I have good reason to believe are getting ready to turn code on the Second Amendment yet again. And I will, oh gosh, I hope I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I will be celebrating this. Just like I told you guys, if I'm wrong on what's going to happen soon with 7.62 by 39 ammo, I will celebrate it. So far, it doesn't look like I was wrong on that, but I hope I am. With the ammo, it's kind of right now provable I wasn't wrong on that. Hopefully, it works out soon. Now, with this legislation, I do have an inside scoop from several people. You know how the game of telephone works, but for the several people that told me it, they had different ways of wording it, but all their stories lined up to the same conclusion that there circulates something behind the scenes, and Republicans are brewing some little bit less bad gun control. So hopefully that helps you guys out. And I'm not saying any names for sure. It's just if you go through and look at some of the people that have voted for gun control in the past, common sense would dictate that might be the people you're wanting to look at and contact as much as you can, right? Okay. I know a lot of you guys don't live in Michigan, so I doubt that topic. Yeah, it looks like that topic kind of, sidestep most people watching, but that's cool. I just wanted to get that out there and let you guys know. What's happening, Mike McClune? Nice to see you, man. So, when I do the tours at PSA, and I've done several, I go through and watch them make stuff from the ground up. Like, they'll bring in like forgings and machine those into uppers and lowers and all these different things. I've watched them make bolt carriers. I've watched them make bolts. I've watched them make just anything you can think of throughout the process. Like they're literally actually making this stuff right. Like from scratch, right? Like, okay. So this is something pretty cool that's from behind the scenes. And I actually have a couple versions of this, and I am definitely going to give one away to QD. He's going to say no. He's already told me no, but I'm going to do it to put him on the spot. So here's what I have. And you can't buy these, as far as I know, for any amount of money. I don't know how you would get one of these unless you can actually get into the factory, which I wouldn't suggest just trying to get in there at night or anything. This is a forging for UPPER. And it's seriously crazy, like what this weighs when it's empty, when it's been all milled out machine, and what it weighs now. This is just a paperweight. Okay, YouTube. But this thing seriously weighs like several pounds, and it loses 90% of its weight, like, after you machine it out. So, if it will be more meaningful or a nicer gift, I will sign it for you, like from me to you. If not, if it would lower its value, but I'm going to send this to QD. And I want you to have it. I also have another version that somebody else signed. We can email offline and see what you'd like. But I definitely want you to have one of these. And yeah, PSA was generous enough to know that I wanted to give away a couple of these. So stay tuned, guys. I do have another one I'm going to give away. But I wanted to give this to QD because he told me no, I couldn't. But yeah, this is something pretty cool, I think. I like it a lot. It's raw, it's rough, and if you go back to my YouTube community page, you guys will see posts. I've been making quite a few posts. Just scroll down a little bit now, and you will literally see like the CNC machine where they're CNCing these, and then you'll see like the rack of them that are like partially finished, closer to being completely finished. All of this is on there. These sit on a large rack that's right next to that machine. And with permission, as a gracious gift from one of the co-founders, he handed me a couple of these to give away. And it's just a cool conversation piece. You can put it on your desk. You can put it on your wall. You can use it as a paperweight. And you're going to be shocked. I'm going to say this one more time. Like, I still get shocked. I've been there 3 times in the past 3 years. And every time I just gravitate over to where they're making these. And you pick this up. And it's like, I promise you could make like 90% ends up being scrap. It's totally crazy how much scrap goes in. And this is forged T7075 aluminum. He says, twist my arm, I guess. Okay. I told you I was going to put you on the spot. And I told him before, I'm like, dude, I want to send you one of these. And he said, no, I couldn't. And I'm like, sometimes when someone gets a little stubborn like that, you got to come back. So, all right. Not quite as much conflict as I thought there was going to be tonight for all of you that were looking forward to it. But I think he did say no a couple times. What's up, Vince? Nice to see you. Denny's plant-based journey. What's happening, dude? Tall Titan. There's an old familiar face. What's happening, man? Ron Stacy calling out the rhinos. Yes, sir. They're up to stuff. Look, guys, there's still some good ones, though. Okay, there's still good ones. People getting a hold of me from, like, either the house floor or right outside the house floor, like, telling me stuff that I'm not supposed to know. Knowing I'll give you guys a little bit of a scoop on it. But they are definitely getting ready to do some stuff. What's happening, Pete? Long time no see. What's up? Dude, I recognize that bee avatar. I like that. Nice to see you, man. What's up, Bill Alexander? Thanks, dude. Take it easy, man. What else have we got here? Tall Titan coming in with the super chat. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. I didn't get a message with it, but yeah, email 28edu perks. If you want one, I got some sticker swag. This stuff's rare too. Like, I don't, well, you can get these if you buy a banana mag, but I'll sign these for you if you guys want me to. You can't buy one that's signed by 28edu. But this stuff, I don't think you can buy any of this. Maybe you can. But I was at a place where they had it. So send me anyone that left a super chat tonight, even if it was one of the member super chats. I don't know if anyone answered me, but I don't think you can buy these. These you get with every order, but I have these too. I have to like cover up the bottom part. Censored for YouTube, cover the bottom part up, right? I covered it up, Susan Wiki. Thanks, Tall Titan. Chan's like, what's happening, man? This is what we need is for you to put those iconic long blue sleeve shirts up for merch. Yeah, man, these are hard to find. I've got one of these that was brand new. Listen to this. This is funny. You guys will see this video. So, yeah, dude, I go down to PSA. I was shooting at their home range, getting content for you guys, right? And I'm shooting some of their guns they had down there. Now, you know, in my typical fashion, my GF3 that I own, I'll show it tomorrow night on Locals. So make sure you sign up for my Locals community. I'll make the stream available free to everybody to watch tomorrow over there. So you guys can watch that. Now, look, my PSA GF3, made in South Carolina. I bought it here in Michigan. I took it back last year for its first shots at the home range of the place that built it. So that was pretty cool. I'm sentimental like that. Then I shot it a few more times, quite a few more times. A bunch of you guys shot it 1,000 rounds. I brought it back up there, or down there. That's down. Michigan's up. I don't know. Too many ammo shortages. I'm losing brain cells, guys. He's losing brain cells. He said the South is up, up's down, left's right. Who even knows anymore? And stuff. So I took my GF3 down there and shot that. You guys will see that video. Then some other cool people, YouTubers that some of you guys like, I assume, that were in the chat tonight. You'll see them on the video. Well, I shot some of PSA guns too. Now, this is in typical landscaping fashion, right? What's happening, Kat? Nice to see you, man. Take it easy. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Now, this is my typical affair, right? I'm going to show it off. I'm not known for my modeling, but a lot of people agree. I have been setting fashion standards on here for a while. This is my typical fare. See? Just different amounts of stains. There's some deck stain on this, some grass stains, some you spill a little oil when you're changing it in your equipment stains. All right. Now, I was going down to the great state of South Carolina. Shout out to all the people from the great state of South Carolina. North Carolina ain't bad either, but I'm going down there and I'm like, well, look, lots of good people in the South. Lots of awesome people down there. Actually, I'm going to put on my Sunday's best, as they call it. Hey, man. Broke a few eggs to make an omelet, and I put the money together, and I bought a brand new one of these. Brand new. Like, had my wife wash it for me, because you should always wash your clothes before you wear them, right? Like, yeah. So, it had been washed once. Didn't press it or iron it. Don't be looking for too much here. But just threw it in the bag with all my clothes. I had on a brand new one of these. I'm shooting along. They're like, dude, do you want to try out this AR? Like, all right. Well, it was awesome. And they were very gracious hosts. And I was shooting one of their ARs that somebody had just dumped like a whole quart of oil into. And that thing just sprayed it all over me. Like this, my brand new shirt literally just looks like it was peppered with like salt and pepper, like black, like little dots of it just everywhere. And they're like, oops, sorry. I'm like, it's all good. It's all good. I did get to shoot one of their MGs too there, which is always a treat because that's something I'll never own. And that video is going to have to get put up on locals because I heard those are banned from here too now. But yeah, anyways, funny story. I literally bought a brand new shirt for the event, okay? For the special event of going down to the shooting range in South Carolina. You guys have heard the phrase Southern gentleman, right? I'm like, look, guys, I'm going down here. I got to look the part. Lots of good looking people in the South. Put on that new shirt. I was all happy. I'm like, yeah, look at me. You know, I've made it big time. Yep. I got a brand new UV SPF 50 shirt. You know I'm a big timer. Look at me. I'm walking around, strutting my stuff. No, I pick up the gun, shoot it, and just blast me with just black oil. I should give that away, right, Chanzig? I can't make this up. I wish I was telling you guys a tall tale. I do. That's all right. I'll save up for another one. It'll take me a year, but I'm not going down south again until, let's see here. I'm guessing, Denny, I'm going to be down south. Well, actually, I was just on there, whatchamacallit? What's it called? Twitter or Twix now? X? I was just on there, man. I posted something and tagged PSA. They posted something right afterwards. It showed up in my feed. The PSA The Gathering event is happening again this March. Unless something happens. As long as the creek don't rise too much, right? I do have a creek right by my house. So as long as the creek don't rise, the good Lord's willing, and the creek don't rise, I'll be down there. And by then, I'm going to save up and buy another one. But yeah, I'm like, why? Why did I buy a new shirt? Denny says, one of my 2A Edu shirts has oil all over it from an accident when working on my motorcycle truck. Ruined it. That sucks, man. He said, kept it in the closet, though. Cool. Sometimes it just adds to the character, though, you know? I don't know. A lot of people have said, dude, it ain't really what you say. It ain't really what you do. We just watch this channel because of those blue shirts. People, that's what some of them say sometimes, Denny. So you could just run with it. Stains on all of them, right? I know, Vince. It is kind of funny. I'm trying to tell it in the funniest way I possibly can. What's up with all you AR guys having to oil everything? Now, I may or may not have answered this recently. Keep you guys on your toes. That AK that's got a couple thousand rounds on it now, 1,000 of which, that GF3, the one that I posted on Locals earlier tonight, It's got about a couple thousand rounds, but 1,000 of those were in an hour. That's beating it pretty good. Couldn't even touch it. It was so hot. I'm bringing welding gloves this year, guys. Welding gloves and like oven mitts. Okay. And yeah, we're going to do it in less than an hour. So considering how hard those rounds are put through, I may or may not have ever oiled that AK. What do you guys think? I'm going to get off in just 1 minute here. What do you guys think? Did he oil the AK yet or not? And here's the next question. If you think I did or didn't, will I be oiling it before we put that other 1,000 rounds through it? But shout out to all my AR friends. Love you guys to death. Some of my AR friends, I almost feel like we're in politics right now. Like my friend on the other side of the aisle. Now I have a lot of ARs too, guys. I like them. QD is going to have a forging that. But look, wouldn't just like a few drops do? Wouldn't a few ounces do? Okay, fine. I give, uncle. Can't you guys get by with putting only 1 quart of oil at a time in your AR? No. I was handed an AR. If it didn't have 2.5 gallons of oil on it, and it had 2 gallons worth. I don't know, man. Like, wouldn't a quart of oil be enough? Come on, chime in, AR guys. My friends on the other side of the aisle. We're going to go to the dark side. It's Friday the 13th. The creek's rising quick. We're going to go all the way tonight. Make sure any subs I gain tonight are long gone. Come on, AR guys. I'm challenging you. I'm getting spicy. It's Friday the 13th. We could have paratroopers in our backyard tomorrow. There's going to be a civil war. It's the AR versus the AK, guys. How much lube do you need? Do you AR guys really need to put gallons of lube on that AR every time you shoot it? Come on now. You guys are the reasons oil and gas prices is going up. I just figured it out. Petroleum's up to 130 a barrel. Well, yeah, of course, with all the demand from the AR guys. No less than 2 gallons per range trip. No less than 2 gallons. Right, Rocky? He says, I hate the price of ammo right now. I do too, man. I hate all the AR guys right now because they're dude, I just started this tonight. I'm going to get spicy right before I get off here. It's all of the AR guys' fault. We have gas prices are up. Did you guys see me shooting this AR? Somebody literally thinks I'm making this up. You'll see me. I literally just got blasted. What do they call that, Denny Wilson? I know you're an oil man, right? You work out in the oil fields. Texas tea? Did I get that right? I'm not from Texas. But I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express one time. Texas tea? Is that what you call it? Dude, they went all the way. They said bring in a 50-gallon of the crude. Okay, hold on a minute. Are you guys having fun with this? I hope you guys are. I do have 2 AEDU stickers, Chanzig. I'm going to bust some of those out soon. I'm just kind of looking around here and don't know if I have any literally here. But I definitely have 2 AEDU shirt sticker. Oh, okay. I just finished reading that. I might be able to do that. I'll see what I can do. All right, one more chance. I'm going to jump off here. I've had a fun time hanging out with you guys tonight. Statistically, not as many people, but hopefully I can see as many of you as possible tomorrow night in my local stream where I am going to be touching guns and doing cool stuff I can't do here. You guys are getting spicy. Good night, Mateo. Maybe KY will work. Is that Kentucky or is that like the lubrous gel type substance? I don't know. Did anybody guess? I'm going to go back and read it. Have I lubed the AK yet? And if I have or haven't, will I ever lube it again? How many gallons of lube does it take for an AR? Who are we going to blame for the oil shortage? Take it easy, Vince. Take it easy, Chanzig. Randy Smith, what's happening, dude? I know, man. I can't invest, though. Like I said, dude, people are like, dude, we don't even like the content anymore. It's just pretty much come down to, we like your shirt, so I'm going with what I can. Some of us get what we want. Other people I know lately are saying they'll just take what they can get. Carolina blue. Interesting. Dude, I told you I put my Sunday's best on for all you Carolina boys. I did, man. I do what I can. The great state of Kentucky, he said. I got you, man. Hockey Bum 99 reviews. The Aries Knight. Ooh, isn't that button on the side of the AR dipstick to check the oil? Fun to learn something about that, dude. Yeah, this is the dipstick port right here where you check the oil. Dude, you guys are hilarious. Oh, boy. Ooh. All right, guys, we're getting a little bit spicy, but I'm actually really hungry, so good night, raw feeding. Good night, Pillbox. Take it easy, man. Good night, Dolly Madison's dad. Lots more good people in here than me, so I probably forgot somebody. Maverick Man, what's happening, dude? You dipsticks. Look at all you dipsticks in here right now. Jeez, oh, Pete. You guys are something else, man. Scott Chrysler, good night, man. Good night, Kurt24. Kurt24's thumbs are going to be sore. No, they're not. I have like the best loader ever for loading 1,000 rounds in less than an hour. Good night, Barney Brady. Nice seeing you, man. Let me make sure I'm caught up over on this side of the chat, and I think I am. And although I missed more chats tonight than I could read, I will look forward to reading all of those as I get time in the coming days. And just as I was getting ready to come off, Gray Man popped in the chat. Nice to see you, dude. Just caught the tail end. We got pretty spicy here a few minutes ago, dude. So I even blamed all the AR guys for gas prices. Like, no, I'm not even joking, dude. I couldn't make this up. So, go back if you want to see some spicy stuff just a few minutes ago, Gray Man. And we talked about ammo shortages. And we talked about ammo factories blowing up and all kinds of stuff. So, if any of you are watching late, shout out to you. And you might want to rewind a little bit. Good night, Gort. Nice seeing you, man. Yes, this is a family-friendly channel. That's why we're just keeping it to the ARs. And absolutely, sir. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. And have a good one.